Hey friends, I'm Pam and I am a decluttering coach. I am one of Dana K. White's certified decluttering coaches, a speed of life decluttering coach we're called, and I am certified in her no mess decluttering method. I work primarily with people online, and a lot of times people are not sure about how in the world does an online decluttering session work? What's the process? So I thought that I would kind of work my way through this pile as if I was working with a client. So most of the time, before we have an actual session, I will have a free consult with the client to where we talk about what is your unique situation that has brought you to talking to me today, and also where would they like to start working when we actually have our session. And that 15 minutes, which is free, prepares both me and the client to be ready to jump right in to get started as quickly as possible when we actually have the paying session, so that we're not wasting any of that paying time on the preliminaries. We can just jump right in. And so one of the things we want to know is, like, where are we going to work? Where do we want to get started? Now, sometimes people don't know, and I can offer suggestions. And one of the things that when I get onto a coaching call online where I can see and we're actually there, as I ask, can you just kind of give me a layout of of your room or your home, wherever it is that we're going to be working, because it will really help me. If I can't see things, it's hard for me to kind of make suggestions and lead you into using the space as well as you can. So that's what I'm going to do here. So as far as this room goes, this is our den slash guest bedroom, which is in our basement. And since we have not really been using it for guests lately, the bed, believe it or not, there is a bed underneath this mountain of boxes, has become a catch-all for Amazon boxes and other things. And the reason why I need to clear it off is because we use the bed for wrapping Christmas presents. It just works out really well because over here is a chest of drawers where the top 3 drawers are where we store our gift wrap supplies. So all of the wrapping paper, tissue paper, gift bags, ribbon, bows, tags, everything that you would need to wrap gifts is right in there. And so it's just perfect. It's right behind you, and then you've got this flat surface to work. We try not to cut the comforter that's on it, but it is not like a super nice comforter or anything. So it does the job of, covering the bed. So anyways, so what we have here is an overwhelming pile here, and Dana's method is perfect for overwhelm. So the first 3 steps kind of go together, and that is to look for trash, things that have an obvious home, and things that are obvious donations. So it's all super obvious, no thinking, no head exploding. Okay. So I have trash ready. I'm going to grab one of these boxes to be a donation box, and I'm going to dive right in. So I've got these scissors here that are going to help me break down boxes as we go. And I'm actually going to lower this a little bit and make it so that you can see the drawers over there. Okay, so I see boxes here that we can obviously get rid of. Are you like me where you tend to save boxes because you're afraid that if you need to return it, you're not going to have the original packaging. Yeah, but I got this this water pitcher, and I've been using it now for a couple months, and it's fine. It's good. All right. So we've got some trash and some recyclables. Please understand that when I say trash, that includes recycling, okay? Trash is just kind of the catch-all for things that are leaving my home but are not donations. And I need to not just drop these scissors here because I'll be looking for them and wondering where they are. I used to have a wonderful little box cutter that had like a wrist, it was attached to a wristband, like one of those little coils. And after like having it for like, I don't even know, like 30 years, it finally broke. So I need to get another one of those. But in the meantime, these scissors will work just fine. Now, in case you're wondering, like, why was I saving these? Wouldn't a decluttering coach know better? Yes. I was saving them because I knew that I was going to need to ship something for Christmas gifts, but I wasn't sure what size I was going to need, and so I just kept on throwing boxes on the bed here. This is trash. Oh, and by the way, this is like super common for me, for my clients to have empty boxes from Amazon or other companies that have shipped something to them, or a purchase that they've made that came in a box, especially like electronics and stuff. Yeah, that's super common. If I'm at somebody's home, I spend quite a bit of time just breaking down empty boxes. Can you guys hear my cat? She's down here. She's found the boxes and she likes to scratch on them. Scratch on the cardboard. More paper. Okay. This is actually a box that I'm going to keep for now. So since I am keeping this, I'm not just going to leave it here, because this is not where I would look for an empty box that I'm going to use for storage. So I'm going to go put it in the place where I would store those. All right, more cardboard. Wow, I'm not sure what came in this box, but it must have been heavy, because this box had additional reinforcement. And so I think I'm actually going to save this one, because it would be nice and sturdy for donations. You want to get in there? Okay, wow. Can actually see where the bed is now. Okay, oh, I see another box. Okay, so this is for a humidifier that I bought, and here's the directions, but most of the time you can find the instruction manuals online, so I am not going to keep that. Just gonna throw it away. And I've been using this now for several weeks. It works good, so just gonna take out the trash that was in there, take out the cardboard pieces, and break it down. Still have my scissors in my pocket. Couple more boxes back here. Oh my goodness, it's just layers upon layers of boxes in here. Okay. There's another good donation size box. It's kind of the same size as the other one, but not quite as sturdy, but it'll still work. I don't like to make donation boxes too big, because if we put too much in them, especially something heavy like books, then it's going to be too hard to deal with. Carrying it out, lifting it in and out of the car, especially if it's a trunk instead of like a hatch back door that, you know, lifts up and you just slide things in and out. If it's a trunk that you actually have to lower it in and then lift it back out, it's like, even though it's not that much harder, it is, every little thing is a barrier, can be a barrier. Okay. And I was also saving things like packing materials, but that thing has been shipped. So I find that when I need to ship something, packing materials just come my way. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I can pack like plastic grocery bags in it to give some cushion. So just gonna let this stuff go. Okay, so this one was an Amazon box that my mom repurposed to send my birthday gift to me, and it has been well taped. Okay, last box, I think, unless there's some more hiding here. That box right there has stuff in it that we will need to deal with. Okay, so I think we've gotten rid of all the boxes, and that's all like trash stuff. Okay. And now we're gonna continue with the easy stuff. Okay. Looking to see if there's any donations or things that have a home. I can easily take them there. I'm gonna take them there now. So the first thing that I see is that we've got 2 chairs on here. I do not know why those chairs are there. I have a feeling that they were put there to make it easier to clean the floor, but then they were not put back. So I am going to take them there now. These are heavy duty restaurant chairs. If you're wondering if they're from Wendy's, yes, they are. We got a whole bunch of Wendy's chairs when my husband worked for Wendy's, and they were doing a like a renovation, and they were just throwing away all the old stuff, and so we got some very heavy duty chairs. We have a bunch of them around our house. And I am thankful for them because they are built to last. So yeah, I am thankful, and they were free. And so I'm just gonna pause here because telling the story about the chairs is not a distraction, okay? A lot of times my clients are telling me the story of their things as we get to them. And so they might be telling where something came from, or who gave it to them, or why they've held on to it, or why they need to hold on to it, or something about it. And so it's all, that just startled me. The box has slid. And we have to laugh in this process too, right? So they're telling me these stories, but that is part of it. That is part of like why hiring a coach is sometimes what people need, is they feel like they need to tell the story of their things. They want somebody to hear them and to know that their feelings about it are valid, and just kind of, and a lot of times talking through it will help them let go of things. So that is not a distraction. That is part of the process. And I don't mind hearing the story of your things, but I will like kind of press you to keep on moving. So I want to hear the stories, but we can't just like stand here and not get work done. So let's get back to work. The chairs are now where they need to be. And so I'm still looking for things that are obvious donations, or that they go where they need to be. Okay, so first of all, I have this empty egg carton, and I actually do keep several empty egg cartons on hand for various reasons, and I'm going to take it there now, and it actually goes into one of these bottom drawers. I think it's this one. Nope. It is the very bottom drawer. Okay, so in here I keep various like containers, like old Cool Whip containers, old butter containers, a few, like these are from Chinese takeout, yogurt containers. And so, but I don't allow that to take over, okay? This drawer is the limit. This drawer is the container where I keep the containers. And so if I go to put something into this drawer and it's full, then we have to deal with it. So this drawer is actually a bit full, and so I'm going to look and see what could I get rid of. Okay. All right, so there are 4 of these. They are drink mix things. There are 4 of them down in there. They've been down there. I held on to them because my husband said he wanted to save them to use them for something. I don't even know how long they've been in there. It's been, I would guess, maybe 2 years at least. I'm just going to get rid of 2 of them. That if we needed them, like we could, we buy these. But I'm not going to hold on to more than 2. That will make some space in the drawer here. So I am still wanting to be able to close this easily. You know what? I'm also thinking that I'm going to get rid of these little containers. I don't see the lids for them in here. And so I think I'm just going to let them go as well. So I'm going to kind of move things around here so that I can get to everything easily. Because if you open a drawer and you shove something in there and then you have to cram it shut and then you try to open it, you're not going to be able to like see everything that's in there and use everything. So it needs to be easy to be gotten into. All right, let me see how this is. Okay, much better. All right, so this is trash. Okay. All right, so let's see. We have an empty bin, and so I need to put this where my empty bins are. I don't hold on to too many of them, but I do keep a few because as needs change, then I can pull from what I have. I would hold on to this. I don't remember. Oh, I think we kept the cat toys in this, and we changed to something else. So I'm going to take this bin there now. Now, this is in another room, and so I'm going to look and see if there's anything else that I can take to either that room or a room on the way to that room. So let's see here. I see, okay, so I see this Christmas thing that I got from a Bible study. I was one of the group leaders. I need to put this with the Christmas stuff. So I'm going to take this stuff there now, and I don't see anything else that I can grab that goes that way. So I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see what else. What other easy stuff that is either trash, donation, or I know where it goes. This space actually ends up being a donation drop. I don't know why. We need to come up with something better, but it would be better is just to keep a box here. If that's what I want to do, I should keep a box labeled donations and just have people just put it directly in there. But might do that. Okay, anyways, I do see some things here that have been dropped for the purpose of donating. So we have some shoes and a bag and all of these things. These are all things that my daughter is donating. So I'm just going to put them in one of these boxes that I delegated to be donations. And these things in this bag are also donations. Okay, do I see any other donations? Okay, so now down here we have a bunch of gift wrapping things. So we have some tissue paper. We do reuse our tissue paper and our gift bags. And I can't even think of the last time we have bought any of those things. So they're going to go into this over here. So I'm going to kind of move that there and take all of this over here. Okay, so the top drawer, oh, and there's something here. I'm not really worried about this right now. I'm just trying to focus on the bed, getting the bed cleared off. Okay, so the top drawer is, and this has all gotten a little bit disorganized. So here in the top drawer, we have some gift boxes of various sizes, and We also have, well, there's some plain white sandwich bags. And there's also some rolls of gift wrap. We mostly use the gift bags just because I have received so many as a teacher. It's like an endless supply. So, and then down here, these are non-Christmas gift bags, as well as some bags of miscellaneous ribbon. Actually, this is some knitting stuff too. Oh, what in the world? Okay. And yeah, that's also more knitting stuff. Do I knit? No, not really. I mean, I know how, but anyways. Okay, and then in here we have Christmas gift bags and a bag of tissue paper. And some more, and like I have ribbons and gift tags. So this is all kind of a mess. But this, in order to deal with this, I do need to deal with this. So sometimes we do have to do a small side project in order to take care of the main project where we're working. Just the important thing is to come back to the main project after you, as quickly as possible, deal with the side project. Okay, so we want this all to function. Okay, and as a matter of fact, this is a very important thing to function imminently, because the reason we're clearing off the bed is to be able to wrap gifts from the supplies that are stored right here. And so I'm just going to do a really quick look in here. I'm going to put these into the bag of tissue paper. And in case you're wondering, like, oh my word, that is so cheap, like, to reuse, not in our family. Like, it's expected to reuse things. So, and we just keep on passing around the same gift bags. So it's yeah. Thankful that frugality is well understood in this family. Okay, so I'm just going to look very carefully, very quickly here. I'm not going to try to like reorganize these by size or anything right now. I'm just looking to make sure that those are all Christmas. Let me take a quick look to see if we have Christmas bags here. Okay, we do have several Christmas bags here, so I'm going to add them. Okay, and also I have this. I'm going to go ahead and get the tissue paper that we have. Now, if saving and reusing tissue paper, so don't do that if you're not able to manage it, okay? These three drawers, this is the limit. This is the limit, okay? If these get too full, I'm going to pull some out and get rid of them. And there have been times where I did not save them. Like, I didn't have the bandwidth to deal with taking the time to store these neatly to where I can get to them easily. Just one more. This one's a little bit wadded. I'm gonna quickly. And a lot of my clients are the kind of people who really care about like reusing and being thrifty and frugal, and maybe their motivation is caring for the environment, not adding unnecessary trash. Okay, but if you just want to throw it away, Absolutely no judgment. Like, by all means, whatever is going to get you to be able to use your space better. So there have been times where I would have just thrown all of this away, but but in my point in my life right now, I can manage this. And I know that as long as I can close the drawers here and open them and get to the things easily, then we're good. Okay, so I see more gift boxes here, and okay, so it looks like I also have this box. It has tape and some string. Okay, so we have a couple of Christmas cards here. We have a couple of little treat bags, and I have a gift tag. I think I'm going to throw this gift tag away because we've kind of gotten away from using the tags. Yeah, I'm just going to throw that away. Okay, so now there's room for this ribbon thing here. And okay, I'm not sure if this is Christmas. It is kind of Christmassy, but kind of not. Random piece of green paper. I'll put that in the trash. Okay. All of these other bags are not Christmas. I am not certain if this will, you know what, there might be more tissue paper loose. Then again, maybe not. Okay, so that's all the tissue paper. Put that in here. Okay, good. All right, so now we have, okay, so we have random ribbons, which we sometimes use for wrapping. And we have some bows which are kind of smashed, okay? So is anybody going to want to use these? This bow is really smashed. This one's okay, and this one's okay. And there's another one right here that's okay. So I'm gonna get rid of the smashed one. So this is kind of odd, okay? But one of the questions that we ask for the decluttering is when you get to an object, then you say, where would you look for this object, okay? So I have this bag of miscellaneous ribbon and yarn, okay? And so where would I look for miscellaneous ribbon? Well, I would look for it with the gift wrapping supplies, okay? It also, I keep the yarn in there as well, okay? I also have these knitting needles in here, okay? Why is that? Because I asked myself the question, where would you look for knitting needles? And I said, well, I would look for them with the yarn, which is in the bag with the ribbon, which is in the gift wrapping supplies. It's odd, but it works for me. I do not tell my clients where they would look for an item, okay? Because they'll ask me, they'll be like, I don't know, where do you think I should look for it? Or where do you think I should keep it? I say, it's just, what is your gut reaction when I say, where would you look for knitting needles? Well, I would look for them with the yarn, which is in the, well, okay, then that's where you would look for them, okay? Now, what if they said, if I held these knitting needles up and I said, where would you look for knitting needles? And they're like, and then I might say, would it even occur to you that you had knitting needles? And if they said no, then I would say, well, you could declutter them, because since you wouldn't go looking for them, why are you keeping them in here? Okay, so Occasionally I do like to play around with knitting, and when I do, I will look for them in here. So I'm actually going to put them in there with that, with the yarn. Like I'll just sit there and like knit a row, I'll like, you know, cast on, and then I'll knit a bunch of rows as if I'm making a scarf or a blanket or something, and then I'll just unravel it all. I just like to play with it. It's relaxing. Okay, so this goes in the trash, this smashed bow. And I'm just gonna quickly straighten up these. Oh, there's some tissue paper. Okay. Straightening up these bags a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put the tissue paper in the drawer. It has the tissue paper. Now if this bag got full, then I would have to evaluate, okay, well, what tissue paper in here is looking a little ratty or that I can just get rid of. I've got too many of that color, or I think I won't use it, okay? But as long as I can see them and I can get to them easily, I'm gonna keep on adding to them. Oh, and if I liked everything in there better than what I was trying to put in, I would get rid of that. Okay, back to this. Okay, so this right here is actually a little knitting project that I was working on. I need to put those things together. I also have these pipe cleaners, chenille stems. They go with that stuff too. It's not a perfect system, but it is what it is. Okay, trying to get all of this kind of together, kind of stacked up. So like, I really don't do a whole lot of organizing. I mostly just get rid of things to the point where I don't need to organize. And that's kind of, so while yes, I do have these things kind of subdivided between Christmas and all of the other holidays, that's as far as this goes. Okay, so here is a Christmas one that was in there. We have a lot of bags. So I will probably, at some point, go through them and, because they're kind of getting over my clutter threshold. Okay, but for right now, the non-Christmas gift bags and all of the ribbons / knitting stuff actually fit just fine on that side of that drawer, and that is where I would look for those. Here is another Christmas gift bag, which we still have room for. Okay, and then up top here, okay, so here's another one of those white bags. I almost used those this year, and then I just changed my mind and didn't leave them. Okay, so we have this piece of pink paper, and I think I'm just going to get rid of this. It just hurts my heart, and that's how my clients feel. It is still in usable condition. I'm just going to wrap it around the rest of it. It's not taking up any more room. Okay. Oh boy. So we have all of these little boxes in here, and I have more little boxes in another. Okay. Here's a ribbon. Some purple ribbon, my favorite color. Okay, you know what? I would not go looking for this box, and so I'm just going to get rid of that. We have some really cute little boxes here. Gift cards. I do have room for them. I'm going to hold on to them for now. Here's a little tin. I feel like I could like combine some of this stuff. Oh, this one has tissue paper and heart confetti in it. What in the world? Okay, I'm just going to put that back for now because it's fine. Okay, that drawer is usable. I'm going to look at this stuff. Yeah. So I'm actually going to group all of my boxes together. So we have a couple, and see, once you get things grouped together, you can more easily be like, oh, I don't actually need that. Okay, so we have 2 of these little Amazon bag tins. I think they're so cute. And we have this one random red box. We have 2 Christmas tins. And we have these 2 little boxes. I think I'm going to let the boxes go. And then we also have this little blue, green, I can't tell in this light, but little box. Okay, so I think I'm going to let those go. Okay, and then we have this ribbon we're going to add to the ribbon bag, odds and ends. There we go. And we have these, and I actually have a box that these can be safe in with the tape. Starting. Okay, now these go into this drawer with the non-Christmas things. There's still room in there. Okay, and then we have some paper, random paper. Okay, so I do have a place for this in my office, so I'm going to take it there now. I'm looking to see if there's anything else that needs to go to my office. Let's see, any of this? Nope. Okay. Oh, we have a glue stick. I can go to my office. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, now you're probably wondering, like, when my client goes to take it there now to like another room, what am I doing? Well, it kind of depends. And you look a little crooked here. Sorry about that. It depends. Sometimes they take me with them, which is very helpful. Sometimes they just go and come back. If it's just a quick go and come back, then they usually just leave me where we're working. And by me, I mean the device that we are using, that they're using. But sometimes they take me there because they have questions, or they know, like these drawers, that they're going to need to do some work in order to get those things to their final destination. I don't want them to just like dump and then come back. We want to make things better. We don't want to make bigger messes. So speaking of that, one of the great things about this method is that you can stop at any time. So like I could stop this this process right now and I wouldn't be in any kind of trouble. I have not made any piles that I need to take somewhere else. I have not, I have not gotten more stuff out than what I can deal with. I haven't gotten anything out. I just kind of moved some things around with the drawers, but I have not made like any bigger mess at all. So if like I was called away for some reason and I had to stop, or maybe like it was time to make dinner, whatever, I could stop. And so, and it's fine. No bigger mess. And I'm better off. Like, remember that giant mountain of boxes? Okay, I am better off than I was. I have made progress. Is it done? Is it where I want it to be? No. Could I actually wrap presents here? Yes, I could. I could push all of this over there to that edge, and I could wrap presents right this minute. Is it perfect? No, but it's better. And so that's why I like to have my clients take before and better pictures, because maybe we didn't get as far as what they want to. And we're actually coming up on me filming this for a full hour, which is sometimes a session is just an hour. And so we might have to stop at this point. And like they can keep on going, but as far as working with me, our time we would be wrapping up at this time. But is this better? Oh, absolutely. I don't want to say before and after though, because this is not like the final thing. Okay. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to take as much, get this to its final place though. Okay. So we have a couple of things here that are super easy for me to deal with. One is this rack that TV trays live on. It actually goes right over here, and all the TV trays are being used at various places, and so I don't know, I guess to clean is why it ended up here, but we have some blankets. Now this chest of drawers over here, oh yeah, you can see it a little bit, has blankets in it. So let me just look and see. Oh, that whole top drawer is available. Wait, let me see if yeah, that one's available. Okay, that one has sheets in it. That has a blanket in it, and a couple of Afghans in there. Okay, so I'm going to put this one. Oh, there's actually two here. These two in here. And then I'm going to put this one in here. I think the idea was to leave a drawer or two available so that guests can use them if they want to. But chances are, if I was having guests come and use this bed, I would put some of the blankets that are in here out onto the bed. Okay. We also have some pictures that I am not, I'm just like, we have a photo frame that I prefer to use. But where would I look for these? I would look for them. Is this the drawer? Yeah, this one with the sheets in it. I'll put them in here. Okay. All right, we have some hand sanitizer. I actually leave that right there for guests if they want it. And we have these two bags. Now, the purpose of these bags is for decluttering. And like if I have clothes, I prefer to put them into a box rather than into a bag rather than a box. And so these would actually, I have a box in my closet where I keep oversized bags that I come across. And so I'm going to take them there, but I have a couple other things that need to go upstairs. One of them is this tablecloth these go up to the kitchen, where I have a box where I keep tablecloths. But also, this, I don't know, why did I take these shells out? So I have this whole box of shells here, and they were in this jar, and I can't remember why I took them out. But since they were, like, I might have done like some, like maybe for a table, like a ladies' luncheon at church. It's not coming to mind why. Maybe I needed this jar for something else. But it has been like several years since I took the shells out of this container. Oh, I remember now. It was my daughter's graduation, which was in the spring of 2023. And it is December of 2025. Yeah. So anyways, we, like, they have, like, parents set up a table to, like, showcase their kid. And I did, like, an island theme because my daughter was born in Guam. That was where we lived when she was born. And so I did an island. Okay, there's a lot of little pieces here. I don't know what, I think some of those are just like bug pieces. Okay, anyways, this actually goes up to the kitchen. And, oh, there's the kitty cat. Junie B, also known as Little Miss Nosy Pants. I think that this thing is actually on upside down. And it has never been quite right. So I will take this up to the kitchen and fix it. And I'm going to be very careful, with getting rid of this stuff because there's like little tiny pieces, I think, of coral that have kind of come apart. But I'm just gonna take this up to the kitchen, and I will, this is like a part of the decorations in the kitchen. Okay. I'm gonna scoop up those bug pieces. Look. Oh. So this does all kind of need. Don't worry, I will wash this comforter before we have guests. I don't know when that will be, but don't worry. Okay, so I'm just going to dump all of this, these little pieces of yuckiness And okay, so this one last box to break down. Now, there are some things on the bed here that do not belong to me, nor do I have any jurisdiction over them. Okay, last box. Done. Okay, so there are some things here that I don't have any jurisdiction over, but that does not mean that they have to live here. We have 2 computers, I think. My husband is the IT guy, and we have quite a bit of just say old tech around. He does take pieces of it to fix other things, and he's gifted at that. And as a matter of fact, right over here is a whole area, we'll say, where he has a bunch of old stuff. And so I'm actually going to put that stuff with that stuff. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to put it into a box because there are some little pieces. And I do have this other very sturdy box. There's a lot of little pieces here. I don't know what goes with what, but I don't want to lose any of it. So this will just keep it all corralled. Things are a bit precarious there. Okay, we have a nightlight that we keep just down here for guests to use. That actually is supposed to be right there. So that's where I would look for that. And we have here a box with, I believe this is an old, like we replaced the car, an air filter in the car. And I believe, yeah, this is the old one. This is trash. I don't know why it ended up being here. Here's another one, which is also used. Okay. I don't know. I'm just going to put those in the trash. Okay. Ta-da! What do you think, Junie G? Yeah? You like that? All right, she looks pretty happy. All right, I think what I'll do is I will get this comforter and gather it up very carefully, and I'm just going to shake it out outside, and then I'm just going to bring it back and put it on the bed. But yeah, here we go. Here is the bed completely cleared off. Everything has been taken to where I would look for it. We dealt with the easy stuff, which is trash, donations. We didn't have a whole lot of donations, and all of it was stuff that had already been designated for donations. So we have trash, donations. We brought the easy stuff to where it goes, and we also talked about like where would you look for it now? Where would you look for it? Take it there now. So we took things to where they go. A lot of them actually went to this these drawers over here, and we had to deal with those containers. So the size of the drawers is our limit for how much gift wrapping supply stuff we keep. And so I kind of did a little bit of straightening in there, got rid of a few things. We also have a very big pile here of boxes, cardboard boxes that we'll need to take out, and we have a bag of trash. So yeah. So I always tell my clients that we need to pinky swear and spit shake that they are going to actually take the things out that need to go. And so I'm like, make sure that you take the trash out. Make sure that you take those broken down boxes out. A lot of times I will have them do that while we are on the meeting. I do not want to leave them with any piles. And sometimes I'll even have them take their donations out to the car, so that the next time that they drive by the donation center, that they have them already in the car. And if they're in the car, they're more likely to get them. They're like, I want this stuff out of your house. So I'm not going to make you wait while I go and take my stuff out to the car, but and all of this trash, recyclable stuff to where it goes. But you can trust me. Okay, if this having a decluttering coach work with you is something that you would like to do, then I will leave the link down below to how you can set that up. I would love to work with you. And also, maybe maybe you watch this and you're like, okay, I don't think I need to work with a coach, but maybe just having somebody working alongside me would be good. Then you can replay this video as like a body doubling time, and you can just kind of hear me talking and working, and you can work on your stuff too. So happy decluttering, and remember that slow and steady wins the race. You got this. Bye.